Made on Zencaster.
So, what was a really good show recently that got knocked out of the park too? And let's say it at the same time, WandaVision.
Power Rangers.
Ah, damn it!
Hi, I'm Billy.
And I'm Jimmy.
We are the Vulcan Skull of podcasting, and we want to welcome you to the numbskullery that is the Zeo to Hero podcast.
Where creators and fans come together to share their love of their fandoms.
Ooh, welcome to this other episode of Zeo to Hero, where I am joined by Jim that can't count on how many Hot Pockets are in a 50-piece bag. You know,
Hot Pockets in a 50-piece bag.
Oh,
Clearly, there's going to be 50 in
pizza
it.
rolls. Pizza rolls.
I don't get the 50 bags. I get the 200 bags, buddy.
I just have no words. Where's this
You have
at?
a lot to learn, sir.
Sorry that I don't go to Winco.
Actually, it's a Sam's Club.
Speaking of that, if Winco, if you're listening to us right now, please sponsor this show. I want bags and bags of jelly beans.
You send it to his Cash App. Send somebody to his Cash App. What's your Cash App, Billy?
Oh, four toes diabetes with the $sign in front.
I thought it was 4 toes, 1 big.
No, it changed. Doctor took one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, what has been going on since the last episode with you, bud?
Last episode with me. I think we did Casey, right? Last episode was Casey.
Oh, you dang right. You can't forget about that one.
The 10
full heads.
Look at his brain in that thing. Thanks for so. Nothing much, man. Working, watching some stuff, working.
That's my life.
That's right.
Well, we kind of like dipped into some new stuff too as well. Like we tried to do a toy hunting video where I was the guinea pig and went out to all these
feel
stores.
like that music was on point, and
That
we'll play the music here. And then we'll go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that music slapped hard.
Oh, I love that music. I found it on a whim. It's royalty free. I found it. I'll leave a link below for it if you guys really, really want it. Or I'll put it. You know what? I'll put it in the Discord. You got to come to the Discord to get it.
Oh, entrapment.
There it is. That's right. Trap. And yeah, that was just such a fun video.
Yeah. Well, next time I now know that if I go early in the morning, there's nobody there, so I can actually record a little longer, and I can actually have time to voice over at the end. Because there's no way I'm going to be talking to myself in the store.
Well, yeah, no, all that stuff is in post, man. Like, I'll be putting the stuff in post.
So, definitely want to do another one, a longer version, but that was pretty fun. I got out of the house for the day, you know.
So proud of you.
I'm so proud of you, too. Fun. No, hold it back. We said we weren't going to cry. Ah! But as we dive into this episode of Zeo to Hero, we want to talk about something different because we feel like we've been focusing on Power Rangers for a good while, and we want to kind of change gears. What do you think, Jim? You think you're in fear of change? Are you agoraphobia, or what are we talking here?
I fear change.
I knew it.
No, let's talk about something else. Yeah, we've been doing PR stuff for a while now. And it'd be kind of nice to do something a little different.
Yeah.
Our motto is anime, Power Rangers, giant robots, and everything else in between, right?
Pretty much.
So, we'll have a different episode tonight, guys. How you feel?
Let's do it.
You turning off the show now? Okay.
Yeah. You're unsubscribing at this moment? Okay. All right.
Darn.
Make
sure you send your unsubscribe feed to to the Cash App.
Yeah, 4 toes plus diabetes. Yeah, got it.
I'll leave in the link below.
Yeah. Break time, right? Boom. Billy here. If you do like our show and you want to see something that's Power Rangers related that has a mix of Blade Runner 2099 and Colorful Lights, a really good story. Go check out our friend Clayton's show, Neon Lights.
Of coincidence, a variable that could not be anticipated or expected.
I know it's been a long time and I've tried to put it all behind me. If you have unresolved issues you want to discuss...
Unresolved issues?
I know you all hate me.
We don't hate you.
Okay, I know you all don't trust me.
Accurate.
No doubt you are familiar with our Android series throughout the city. It started out as isolated incidents. Small reports from various districts would come in of androids malfunctioning and attempting to target civilians.
Do you like it here?
What? Why would you ask that? Of course I do.
That's where you come in. We need you to prevent this threat from getting out of hand.
It's about perspective. Whoever writes the narrative controls the story. Next time we're on the field, we need to make a statement.
All right, everyone, let's move out.
Light up the darkness! Go, Neon!
And we're back. Talk. So our first subject of tonight, well, not really subject, our most talk point is going to be covering anime. So we have a couple seasons we want to get into that we watched and we think that, you know, it's really good and maybe suggest for our listeners. So
which one do you want to talk about tonight? Do you want to talk
we can
about
go right off the bat. We can ground rule double right now if you wanted to, like a good, 4-3-2-1 ground rule double. We can strike out with some Fire Force.
Anybody else know what he's talking about? Because I'm very confused.
Hey, I played baseball for a long time.
I am so confused.
It's a 4-3-2 double play. So
that makes okay.
No
you
sense.
Can explain it to me in anime.
Okay, ready? I don't got one for that one. But anyways, we want to cover a little bit of Fire Force.
We're gonna talk really quick. Not really quick, but we're gonna talk about stuff. Fire Force is actually one of my favorite series.
Yes, and I'm really glad you told me about it because I am like through probably 3/4 a season, and wow,
there is really so many cool things that happen in that show. It's the same guy who did Soul Eater, and you will like to see Fire Force. I highly recommend it. It's on Funimation/Crunchyroll now.
Yes,
and we'll be adding some clips in on the YouTube video. So if you're watching the YouTube video, we'll be adding clips on this. So of some kind of cool moments and what's the kid's name? The blonde hair kid.
The Knight.
Yeah,
I'm not very good with names.
You have the Knight. You have the Fire Witch. You have the Demon Boy. You have the Normie, which the captain's a Normie, and he is amazing.
Yes.
And then you have the Cat Witch, and then you have the Sniper, who's the not the captain, but the guy right below the captain. Lieutenant.
I just like it because this is like a fire department for people that go Inferno, which basically they spontaneously human combust and become these demonic things.
I thought that was one of the coolest concepts.
I think so too.
Yeah, like fire's they're not fighting fires, they're fighting demons.
They're
and
fighting.
I was like, okay, that's
demons.
Interesting. And they're like, oh, they're firefighters. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And like, oh, they're fighting fire with fire because they're fire demons themselves. And I'm like, oh my god.
Now the cool part is the first couple episodes they're fighting. Either they're unaware, or they're just wanting to die. But then there's this episode that comes that the Inferno it becomes self-aware.
That was a really rough episode to watch.
It's
a good episode. Don't be wrong. It's fantastic.
It's good.
Man,
but it was rough to get through. But I liked it. It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there on, it kind of changes the whole dynamic. Then you find out that there's like some inside jobs going on with like Unit 5 and then Unit 1.
Unit 1's
so it's if you're listening, I highly recommend watching Fire Force. The sound effects that they use are incredible too. I love how they detail the fire
music. That season 1 intro song.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the intro song is really dope. Yes.
The last line に僕らは歩き慣れてきた日々も問うた夢は安泰な暮らしだが刺激不足上にダラダラ
I'll throw a clip in here. Like the clip for it's just
Yes.
Hey, it's great. I'm gonna leave it like that. You can hear it. It sounds awesome. Yeah.
Everybody's, and I love it because everybody's got a specific skill, or I guess you would call like a magic thing, or they have a developed power, and they're really good. Like
and there's multiple generations of them too.
And they're multiple generations.
Like your main character is Generation 3, and so
Gen 3.
Yeah.
What was he? A devil, right?
Yeah, Generation 3 Fire Devil or something like that. And like you have the Fire Witch and the Fire. Oh my gosh, she is such a badass.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but she's like super buff, and like I'll throw a clip in here of her just being awesome.
Yeah.
Because she's super cool. Plain and simple. You know what? Hold on. We're going and doing the thing. Give me a second. Oh, you also have the priest, who is she has an interesting backstory to say the least.
Very interesting. Yes, that she knows the she actually was really good friends as a child with the captain of Unit 5.
Yep.
Or Company 5.
So you have Iris, Arthur.
Yep. Arthur's the knight. Yes.
And
which
Maki.
Cool.
Maki?
Maki,
M-A-K-I.
Yeah.
Maki. She is the super buff lady, and she's awesome.
Arthur's pretty cool because he has that laser sword that's a cross.
It's a plasma sword, sir. He overheats plasma, and that is the coolest thing ever.
This thing's pretty cool.
There's this clip near the end of season 1 where when he believes he's a knight, he's more powerful, and so like he's riding around on like this moose head. Like he tapes a moose head to the front of his lower area to make him feel like he's a knight, and he's like running around like super powered to behold good reasons because he feels like he's a knight. And it's the goofiest thing, but he's such a loyal person.
Yeah,
he was like a goofball.
He really is. He's like one of the most loyal antagonists.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on from Fire Force, if you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. You're gonna love it.
Recommend it.
It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
The next thing I want to talk about.
Man.
I know you've been getting back into Ronin Warriors, haven't you?
I have actually seen probably a good portion of these. That's not in French.
Okay. I haven't watched it in a while, so fill me in.
So basically, it is a group of ancient warriors that have been protecting the Earth from Nappa.
Like, damn it, Nappa?
Hey, by the way, don't I look like that one guy that Vegeta landed with back on Earth? What was his name again? Hey, Vegeta! What was that one guy's name? Vegeta! 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 God damn it, Nappa. Alright!
No. Wait, is it? No, it's
Talpa.
Talpa. So they're defending the world against Talpa and his four generals that all kind of coincide with parts of plagues and stuff like poison and
pestilence,
and like they go along, and as they're going, they're having to retrieve.
Are they kind of like the Four Horsemen?
Huh? The Four Horsemen. Yeah, it's basically the Four Horsemen.
Horsemen.
Yeah, and they have to. In the beginning, they all together, but they get split up, and in time, they have to find one another, either in their element, which is water, thunder, earth, wind, and fire.
So one is a sound,
right?
Thunder sound, right?
Well, he's electric, right?
Okay, well, like it's not Thor, God of Thunder.
No. Yes, but they have enchanted.
Thor, God of Hammers?
They basically have enchanted armors, and it's really good show. I love it. What is it based in the 80s, right? The late 80s or the 90s?
80s. Yeah, because I remember watching as a kid.
But I absolutely love it because the sound effects just take me back to that. The animation. I love the animation, even though it's old school. I really love it. And basically the story is they get trapped in a city and they have to fight these four horsemen before they can fight Talpa. And they basically find out that they can create a new armor called Inferno armor, which Man, that's pretty cool. Can you bring up the names of them? Because they all coincide. Their armors go with their names.
Okay.
Because it's
Make
just
me
gonna be
do stuff.
Yeah, I would, but my laptop's not working.
Kento of Hard Rock.
Yes, that's the Earth one.
Ryu of Wildfire.
Yeah. Main
Mori
guy.
Shen.
Yeah, that's
Sai of the Torrent.
Yep.
That's the Rowan of Strata. That's all the ones I got at the top of my head. Hold on. Let me get to the Wikipedia page. IMDb is not a great help looking up names.
No.
Let's see. Let's run over characters. Ryu Wildfire, Kento of Hard Rock, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sage of Water, Sia Mori, and Rowan, which I believe he is. Rowan is the Wisdom, the Life. I think he's the Sky, Warrior Sky.
Yes, he's the green armor.
Yeah.
He
I
also
think the armor looks really
can
cool,
harness the power of electricity.
Electricity.
Yeah, it's a really good show, and plus Talpa is the main evil. But then near the ending, it's not. Talpa's not the big evil. Somebody above him is.
Ooh.
So it's really good. It's really good. I would definitely recommend this one too if you like kind of like Power Ranger themed animation style. This would be the perfect one for you.
Do you like Power Rangers? If you do,
yeah, I'm just saying. Come on, it's a really good show. I love it.
Okay.
Man, I can go
What
on
else
for
do you
days
like?
on that one. What else do I like?
Yeah.
Man, we can never not talk about Gundam. There's always something cool about Gundam.
Well, there's like 4 or 5 episodes we went without talking about Gundams, but we did do recently. We did a live stream with Jacob and Willie or Jason.
Yes.
Jacob came on. He was building his perfect. No, what was it called?
It was RX-78, but it was a perfect grade.
No, it's better than perfect. Like not master.
Verka?
No, better than that. I don't know, but it was super, super nice, and he was building on it, and like we have a couple photos and stuff on the live stream, and like he's actually building it and stuff on the live stream, and we were talking to him about it, and it was one of the coolest things I got to watch because I'm not that like precise at all with like little figures like that. No, I would break it so fast.
I don't have the patience.
I don't have the patience at all. Like I could build computers, I could do all kinds of cool like tech stuff, but you put me in front of a model, I'm gonna break it.
Yeah. Well, he not only was building it, he was actually going through and weathering it and giving it the battle damage and stuff. That was
spray painting it.
That was the coolest part.
That was really cool, and Jacob is really good at that. Plain and simple. Like I'll see if he sends me some videos. If he sends me some videos, I'll throw them in here as well about like his builds and stuff. I'll throw them around here, and we could talk over the video and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. Yeah, that's right, nerd stuff. Editing.
Yeah.
Haha. Editing. But yeah, Jacob's really good at building his Gundams, and one of the ones he just got done building, I believe, was from Iron Blooded Orphans.
The Barbatos? Or what?
I think so, yeah. It was one of the ones he got done like retouching up.
Oh, okay. I saw that the new Gundam, there was the new Gundam was on there.
The one with the black chest piece?
Yes.
Gundam version 2 or something like that?
Yeah, the one with the V-fins. Actually, I think the first Gundam to actually run a Psycho frame in it too. If you watch Char's Counterattack.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's actually pretty cool. I like that. I like his stuff. I like watching that. But I like Gundams too. I've recently just finished 00.
00 was great,
and I absolutely love it.
Double O is that one series that I watched. I thought I was gonna hate it.
Me too. I didn't think I was gonna like it.
You're like watching. You're like, this is gonna be another like long drawn out like Gundam Seed kind of. No,
like the Gundams are not traditional Gundams with like jetpacks and stuff like that. They actually have what they call GN drives.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was completely different for me. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but then as you kept going, if you stuck it out, it's actually super cool because those GN drives actually superpower these machines.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I mean, you get Double O Exia with the riser in the back. Trans Am
who's Exia's pilot? Who is his pilot?
I don't know the names of the pilots.
Setsuna.
Setsuna. Yeah.
I like the fact that he's not just a one-note character. He's not. Like, he has multiple layers. You remember the 90s? We had Hiro Yui as the pilot for,
right.
Zero, and he was exceptionally one-note character. Like, he had no personality at all. None. It was super annoying. Like, he liked the pretty doves.
That was it.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a clip in here somewhere. But he liked the pretty doves. That's all he did, and he could fight well, and Gundam pilot well, and that was all he could do. That was it. He was exceptionally one note. And Setsuna is multiple layers. Child soldier evolves over time as a character into someone who actually cares about his friends. He used to not give two flying anything.
They
about
thought
him.
He died, but he actually comes back in season 2, actually older.
Mm-hmm. He comes back a little older. Yep. He comes back more mature. He actually wants to take care of the lady on the ship. Mm-hmm. It's really cool. And you're like, okay, what's the catch? And there's no real catch. He's just a better character. You're like, okay, cool, I'll take it.
All right, but here's a question: how devastated were you when the Gundam Meisters were losing? Oh yeah, when he died.
When Lock On, that moment almost hurt.
Spoilers. When Lock On died. Spoilers.
Oh
spoilers. My bad.
Spoiler warning.
But and how excited were you when Virtue dropped the armor and Nodley was there?
Oh, that was cool. That was so cool.
And Nodley's and what was Nodley's power? EMP, so he can literally just shut down any Gundam around him.
Yep, that was wicked cool of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pilot for Virtue, he was such a jerk when you first meet him.
Mm-hmm.
Such a jerk. You hate this kid so much,
but then you get to like him. No,
and then he loses his connection to Celestial Being. So Celestial Being is this huge AI system that the advanced humans can use. What are they called? Meisters.
Meisters,
right? Not Meisters. Yeah, Meisters. Yeah, Meisters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Meisters. They can use it. It's because they're evolved humans who can connect to it.
Perfect warriors, basically.
Yeah, and so they get he loses connection to it, and he's super depressed and doesn't know how to function. And then he grows into a better character who could do other cool things. And he's just. You like him at the end of the series. You actually like him. You're like, I hate this kid. And then
there's actually a lot of character development in season 1. And then season 2 comes and it kind of throws you a curveball because one of the Meisters is a twin.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
So
then Hallelujah.
Boom. Yeah. No, I think it was Lock On.
I know it's Lock On has a twin, but Hallelujah, that guy was a jerk.
Oh yeah. He's the one that piloted the orange one, right?
Yeah, he was the first Gundam character with multiple personality disorder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you actually see it. And he actually
which
controls it
became
later.
A thing for anime for a little bit there too. When they did that the first time, they did that, and then a bunch of animes picked up that character trait, and it was kind of weird. That character's a multiple personality disorder. You're like,
oh yeah, what is going on?
You got one in Shufuru, you have one in Air Gear, you have one in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just
speaking of that, Gundam. So I actually started recently watching Gundam Seed with Strike Gundam. I'm just gonna say that is rough. That's a really rough, but it is cool to see how Strike Gundam becomes Strike Rogue Gundam, and then it has all those different attachment arsenals and stuff.
Yeah,
And
essentially, it's a utility Gundam, right?
It's a utility Gundam, yes, and it has battery life, and it kind of gives off an Evangelion style, like limited power.
Oh, let's talk about Evangelion.
Okay, you can talk about it.
Let's not talk about Evangelion. Let's not talk about that. I mean, that's a whole can of worms.
Yes.
Like, there's people who love that series and people who hate that series, and I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I enjoy it. I'm not going to die on any hill.
Well, of course we wouldn't die on a hill. We're fat guys. We're not gonna walk up a hill.
Oh, not a chance. Your driveway has a steep slope up.
The ground,
coming into it.
the ground is closer to us than a hill. You know, I'd just rather lay down than walk up a hill.
I was at your place. You have the uphill thing near your mailbox. I never got the mail.
Yeah.
I never knew it existed.
Yeah, we had to put a life alert button on you. Help!
I'm going down.
I'm going down. Yeah.
Never get the mail.
Never get the mail. Break time. If you like our show and you want to hear more funny content, more gibbering and jabbering in an English accent, definitely go follow our great buddy and partner of Z2H Network, Mark, or as we call him, the Red Cornish Ranger. Si te gustó Mark como el Red Cornish Ranger, puede que te guste el podcast Zero Hero. El Red Cornish Ranger es un orgulloso socio de Zero Hero Network. Si quieres ver más de él o de nosotros socios, como Beck Rangers, Neon Lights y nosotros otros amigos de programa, síguenos en las redes sociales. Zero Hero. Hey, Jimmy, look, I got a little Gundam barber. Oh, they're back. And back to the show.
All right, everyone. We're coming back from the break. We just got done. What you probably heard was the ad for, I'm guessing. Well, I'm not guessing. I'm the one who set it up.
You set it up, Mark. For Mark.
I'm doing it. You probably just heard the ad for Mark. And Mark is a huge fan of Marvel stuff. All the Marvel things. And DC stuff. But we're going to focus on Marvel things.
Yeah, because DC...
Hey, DC has some stuff.
But
goes pretty good though.
Man, can we just talk about Mark for a second?
You want to talk about Mark?
Yeah,
or Mark
that
Spector?
dude. I'm just saying, Mark has gotten his stuff a lot better, and I'm actually enjoying a lot of his YouTube content. Not only because he's funny, but he's doing Tenacious D. He's incorporating their music into it, and I'm loving it.
I'm enjoying his stuff too, and he's gonna. We just made a bunch of promos for him. So
yes.
Be prepared to hear our promos for him on his show.
Yes. So definitely, this guy deserves it. So
he deserves it. He's a real sweet dude, really nice, and really, really funny.
And he made a cupcake video where he ewed me, so I'm on his tail right now.
You can have a cupcake. You can have a cupcake. Ew. You can have a cupcake.
Yeah. Oh man. So let's break into it. Some Marvel TV shows that we kind of like that release on Disney Plus, right?
Disney Plus, yes. And one of the ones I've thoroughly been enjoying recently. I'm pretty sure everyone's enjoyed this one so far, except for Egypt. Except for Egyptians. Apparently the Egyptian government's all mad about them doing. I don't know what's going on with that. Moon Knight has been fan-freaking-tastic.
I will do
Oscar
that.
Isaac has just nailed this role down perfectly. And I know people are mad about the English accent. I get that.
Right.
But it makes sense. And I'm not going to explain it. You just got to watch it.
I have honestly, I'm glad you told me about it because I hopped on it and I watched it and I love it.
I tell you, when I tell you about things, watch them because they're great.
Though, I am disappointed that you don't get a lot of Moon Knight action. It's more just like development for it and
I don't
explaining
think
the
Moon
character.
Knight needs a lot of action. I don't think it does. I really don't think so because Moon Knight's a serious character. Not really a serious character, but he has a lot of like mental things going on. Like he's thinking about it. He's doing stuff mentally. There's a lot of mental stuff going on. And so with that, I don't think you need the action as much.
I do like the split scenes where like he like wigs out and then he wakes up and there's blood everywhere. I do like that because it's like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, that has been
Yeah.
such an interesting like story arc.
Yes.
About how like he's split between two personalities, and the comics there's three, and the show we saw a third personality hasn't really been mentioned.
Not
but
yet.
The name is
episode
John Locke.
Episode 4, you kind of see the third
And
personality.
yeah. So spoilers.
He's like Mark.
But episode
He's
4,
like,
yeah,
Mark,
you get a
what'd you do?
glimpse of a personality there, but they don't actually acknowledge it, which is really annoying. It's like,
yeah, say it.
Yeah, but his name is John Locke. It should be John Locke, and he's the cabbie. Like, I'm pretty sure he's the most violent one of all of them.
Probably
Because
so.
even Mark Spector's not that violent. Like, he'll beat people up, but he won't kill anyone.
No.
Well, he won't kill anyone on purpose.
Wait, it's
an
Mark,
accident.
Steven. So Steven is the English one.
Yeah. Steven's
Mark
English.
is the Moon
Mark-
Knight. Is the Concha's avatar.
Conchu.
Conchu.
Like a chew.
Conchu. Bless you.
Chew.
You know.
Let's just call it Chew.
I owe you a great debt of gratitude, my friend. I am called Robin of Locksley.
My name is Asneez, father of Achu.
Bless you.
No. Achu is my son.
Uh-huh. All right.
His name is a Chew.
So
Bless
we've
you.
been
No, his name is a Chew.
we've been thoroughly enjoying that series as well. Definitely, us.
That has
Give us
been
old
great.
2 thumbs up on those.
Who has 2 thumbs and likes this show? This guy.
This guy. Ah.
Oh yeah, we got Moon Knight.
Man.
I really liked. So Disney, Marvel has been knocking out of the park with the last couple series that's been out, and one of the ones that did recently,
I like the
I
TV
liked
series.
their TV series. I loved Loki. Loki was great.
Oh man, Loki was really good. I loved the ending of that first season.
What?
They didn't
Alligator
know-
Loki taking over the world?
No. Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Alligator Loki. President Loki.
President Loki. But like when he
but
shows
yeah.
back up and he's like, we don't even know who you are.
No,
What?
that was. And then you got Kang the Conqueror as like the head of the TBA. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And
Dude, it's
Kang,
really good.
Kang is terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Kang is such a scary villain because he's not around. Like, we had Thanos, and Thanos had his own storyline and stuff going alongside of everyone else.
Plus, they built him up for the movies too.
Mm-hmm. I like this fact that they're keeping
Kang
Kang out of the out of the show. Like, they're keeping him at arm's length on everything because he's not supposed to be there yet. Because Kang is in the future. Kang is a future person, like really far down in the future. So if he's showing up right now, there's a timeline there's a timeline issue.
Right.
So, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna see something in Doctor Strange too. Pretty sure.
Oh, we'll
start
definitely,
seeing stuff.
definitely see something. It'll build.
They're
It'll
hitting
build
the
him
multiverse.
up.
Come on.
Come on.
We might get Sylvie again.
I'd be
pop
all
up.
right with that. She can kick butt.
Speculations.
Speculations.
Speculation.
Man. Oh, what's another show that recently has came out from Disney Plus that really knocked it out of the park? And we'll say it at the same time at 1, 2, 3. WandaVision.
Flash. Oh wait.
Oh, god dang it. Oh my god.
Batwoman.
Oh man. You're horrible.
But WandaVision was great.
Really,
it was super confusing. Okay, so I've been
Okay,
hearing a lot of
yes.
people complain about
Yes.
how WandaVision broke Wanda's power set. Okay,
Right,
like
right.
Wanda never had this interesting, cool power set before. Why does she have it now? And I'm like, well, before she didn't really need it.
No,
they didn't retcon it. There was nothing with it. She just had powers, but they were underdeveloped.
Right. This
And
is
then
where
once she developed them,
she actually she developed them, and she was not aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
Though she was not aware that she was doing this until
WandaVision.
dang, really, yeah.
Like, she was unaware. She didn't know the runes existed. She didn't know about the grimoire. Nothing. Or the Darkhold. Nothing. She didn't know anything about any of these things at all. And so, of course she's gonna be fairly reasonably powered. And now she's overpowered because now she's can use magic properly.
Yes.
More properly. And she's gonna be overpowered now.
Though I do give them credit, and I
me.
absolutely laughed when they inserted the guy who played Quicksilver in X-Men.
Oh, Pedro?
Yeah, they put him back.
The guy who played Quicksilver from a different show. Yeah,
yeah.
He was okay. So he was all excited about it. He's like, I'd come back to play Quicksilver. Like, kind of.
You're gonna be the neighbor.
He's like,
boy.
I don't care. I just want to be part of this.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was a great joke. And Darcy, oh my god, Darcy has some of the best jokes of the whole series.
I just absolutely love how, like, when somebody was to go into WandaVision's area, they completely changed. Like, their clothing changed, the settings changed. If it was a black and white, they were black.
And the thing is, it was still use the same material that it was being used.
Yes.
So, like, if you walked in a bulletproof vest and you got shot, your shirt would have changed into like a bowling shirt, but it'll still be bulletproof.
Yeah, like that. They sent that guy in through the sewer tunnel, and he went
came
in
up as a
beekeeper. Yeah. Honestly, I like the idea. I had to get past the confusing parts, but it kind of it solved itself as it went.
And you have Agatha, and Agatha was Agatha was such a fun villain, and I love her so much.
Now, what was she? Because I never understood that. Was she the Dark Witch or something?
So she was a old witch. Like, she was very old, very, very old, 300 some odd years old.
Gotcha.
Who has been absorbing witches' powers up to this point.
Right.
So she killed her coven that she was a part of. She sucked up all their power.
That explains
and then
the
just
witch
slowly.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't.
Yep.
Huh.
And so all the Agatha all along stuff, that whole scene where she's in the background doing stuff makes total sense because she wants the chaos power. She wants that power because it's really, really powerful. She wants it because if she gets it, no one can stop her. You only have one Scarlet Witch per universe,
right.
Not multiverse, per universe, per everything. You only have one, or it's a Nexus being, so it's always gonna be a Scarlet Witch, always.
Right.
Yeah. A Nexus event, you can't change it. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen
from Loki. Yes. Haha! Tied it back.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Here we go. So the next show, you're gonna actually have to explain this one to me because I have not watched this one. So,
well, let's skip down to the last one. We'll come back to this one because it makes more sense.
All right, Mr. Didn't put it right in bullet points.
Hey, you're the one who's like, we gotta do this. I'm like, I know we gotta do this.
All right, so let's
talk about
Daredevil, the TV show.
Daredevil. So Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Punisher, and Luke Cage, and the Defenders. So all 6 seasons, all 6 series was on Netflix. They were originally on Netflix, but now they are in Disney Plus. And we had Daredevil show up in Spider-Man 3. So I do want to talk about this because you need to watch it. Daredevil was fantastic.
Yes.
Okay. You had Wilson Fisk show up as the bad guy, and he was terrifying. Straight up, just the scariest dude on 2 legs. Murdering people, but with car doors. Oh, here's your head, here's a car door. You don't have a head anymore.
God dang.
And and he wasn't a one-dimensional villain. He was multi-layered. It's hard to explain this guy because he's just great. So Daredevil introduces Kingpin, introduces the Punisher, introduces has a nice cool crossover with Jessica Jones, and you have this amazing fight scene episode 2, episode 2, where it's this 13-minute long take. 13 minutes of him fighting in this hallway, busting through doors and getting his ass whooped.
Oh man.
And every season has this amazing long take where they don't do any cuts at all, and it's just perfect.
Yeah, it was a one take.
Yep, super long take, 13 minutes of. Remember that? Do you ever see that video of Old Boy where he's in the hallway fighting all those people?
Yeah, he literally fights in one time.
Yeah, that's one take. That was all one take. There was no cuts of that.
How the hell?
That's South Korean movies, man. they're really inventive.
Well,
Really
they did
inventive.
it.
Like Parasite. You see Parasite?
No.
Ooh, that's a great story. Like the visuals aren't like anything special, but it's a great story.
Okay.
And so the guy who did Daredevil was like, we could do these long takes too. We could totally do this. And they did. And it was amazing. And then we got the Punisher, which the guy who they got to play the Punisher is perfect to play the Punisher. Like, just perfect. And they have this great fight scene between the Punisher and Kingpin.
Well, how about that?
Amazing. Oh my god, so good.
See, I need to start watching these because I have no idea about the whole Daredevil Punisher.
I'm gonna put like clips in this, like of this like monologue of mine. I'm putting clips in of like just cool scenes or like really cool moments or like stills. I don't know, something.
Yes. And this is going to be strictly YouTube version that you'll see these.
Mm-hmm.
You might see a couple clips here and there on our TikTok or Instagram.
TikTok or Instagram.
Yes.
And or Instagram. But yeah. So going into the next series though. So they move all these over and they made them canon to the MCU. They were canon and they removed them from canon and now they put them back into canon.
Mm-hmm.
And Kingpin shows up in Hawkeye. And Kingpin is just this terrifying dude showing up in Hawkeye. And he fights the new Hawkeye, the girl. He fights her and he gets thrown through a wall, like he gets blown up out of the building into a car. He gets up and is like, "Oh, that was painful," and then goes to go murder more people.
Jesus,
it's Vincent D'Onofrio. Okay, and if you don't know who that is, you remember Full Metal Jacket?
Yes.
Okay, you remember Private Pile?
No, that's him?
That's him. That's him.
No.
That's him.
Okay.
You know who he also plays? You remember the cockroach guy from Men in Black?
Yes, that's him too?
That's him as well, yeah.
Private Pile.
Private Pile.
Is the cockroach guy for MIB.
Yes.
Oh my god, okay. I did not know that.
You see it now, right? It makes sense.
Jesus, no wonder
he's also Kingpin, and he's amazing as Kingpin.
Oh my god, okay. That's horrible. I didn't know that.
He's amazing as Kingpin. Oh
I learned
God,
something new
so
today.
Great. Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks.
Like, yeah. Like I'm sitting there, okay, so I'm watching this, and I'm like, that guy looks really familiar. I looked up his IMDb, and I'm like,
Private Pile. Damn, okay.
But yeah, so that leads into that. I want to talk about Kingpin because I think Kingpin is a fantastic character. I know they gave him like superpowers in like the MCU like later series. Like you could take he could take a gunshot and like a bunch of arrows to the chest and be fine. But like even with like that doesn't matter. Like I don't care about that. Whatever. He is still a terrifying like character and like he's multi-layered and he has his reasons to be this scary character.
Mm-hmm.
Be the Kingpin, he has his reasons and it's just
How'd it go again?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm doing it once.
Okay, all right.
You're not getting it again.
Couldn't cash that one in. So that brings us to our next break, right?
Yep, last break. If you like movie talks and you like Power Rangers and somehow you like Ben, you might like Baker Ranger Movie Talks. Next week, me and him are going to be talking about the 2017 Power Rangers movie. And we go on a long ramble about how good it was and why we like it so much.
Baker Rangers Movie Talks, proudly sponsored by ZTH Network. But if
I'm
you
telling you, Michael
J.
Douglas
Gundam,
will
it has the
great
beef
on the
funnels,
pilot.
and
I don't understand why you're not getting this.
But
shooting
if you
fire
look,
in your
he's
feet's
the
the greatest
devil.
thing ever. Like if you
Sometimes
shoot fire in your
he
feet,
can
you're
fly
gonna
with
travel
fire,
time
and
to
then sometimes
yourself,
he's
right?
overpowered.
Totally gonna
But,
just go through time.
Well, while you were at break, me and Jim had some different opinions on some of our things, but I will never let him live it down for this. But Jim, what do you think?
I don't know, man. I feel like I might take some damage to this one today.
Yeah. My last two brain cells are just fighting each other for this one.
Who would win?
Who win?
Will win?
Yeah,
that's
neither. They'll probably put each other in a leg lock and tap out at the same time.
Well, they are your brain cells, so
Yeah, true. They're pretty not violent. But
Not violent brain cells. Okay.
But so as we come close to this episode, I want to thank everybody who has listened to this whole thing. And
if you listen to this whole thing, go to the
Yes.
general chat in our Discord and type in this exact phrase. Billy, you the biggest winner. Billy, you the biggest winner.
Don't do that to me.
Mm-hmm. Then I'll know. Then we know who's listening.
Then we
to our
know who's
shows.
listening, right?
Yeah, we'll know who's listening.
But
We're like, what's up, man?
Thanks again, Jim, for being here on this episode. I hope that the Bigfoot hunters are not harassing you too much in your backyard.
You know what? They actually come in the backyard. They're doing great. I like them back there. They're doing a nice job. They're taking care of the dog, cutting the backyard.
Damn.
I think they're gonna start a victory garden back there. They said they're gonna bring me some tomatoes.
They're gonna start a compost pile.
That's right. I'm like, oh, all right, cool, man. Whatever.
Well, if you definitely like hearing our rambling and our one-off episode that's not about Power Rangers, definitely go follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave us a 5-star on Spotify. If you got an iPhone, hey, leave us a written review on Apple Podcasts. We love to hear feedback.
Yeah, leave us a review.
I don't care if it's a 1-star. Hey, I would like to see.
I care if it's a 1-star, but like a 3-star maybe. Like, don't go below like 2.
Come on, we want to see things we can improve on. But definitely,
if you have issues with us, write it down. Put it in the suggestion box. We'll never get to it.
We'll never get to that. But yeah, so check out our website, zeotohero.com. We have all our other partners on there, all their contents on there too. You can definitely
not yet. No, we're working on that one.
Oh, we're trying to do that? All right.
Yeah. Like I have the pages set up and everything. I'm just waiting for them to get their stuff to me, basically.
Gotcha. Okay. So definitely check us out there. We have 2 different Facebook pages too. We have a closed group and an open group. Zero to Hero
group and an open page.
An open page.
So
we are on the old Facebooks at Zeo to Hero podcast. Definitely, if you're on there, check us out. Instagram.
If you like me being funny, go find me at Not So Funny Jim everywhere.
Hey, no personal plugs. You can find me at 1 Texas Mazda. Whatever, I don't remember my name anymore.
No personal plugs. What is nonsense?
Yeah, so we are on Instagram as well at Zeo to Hero podcast. We are on TikTok at Zeo to Hero. I gotta add podcast in there later.
Oh yeah, you finally changed it.
Finally got to change it. Yes,
so proud of you. None of my bookmarks work. Change it all now.
Yeah, definitely give us a follow if you like our shenanigans. You could check us out at Discord.
Discord.zeotohero.com.
.zeotohero.com. Mm-hmm. We have a chaotic scene going on there of just a bunch of memes and GIFs, and they're just
hey, there is some legitimate conversations that happen once in a while.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Sometimes Sam stirs up the pot, and then we all are just chaotic.
The other Sam stirs up the pot too, and then it just gets all kinds of crazy.
But yeah, check us out. I swear to God, we're funny outside this podcast.
Sometimes, we think we're funny.
Yeah, you think you're funny. I know I am.
I think I'm hilarious.
Yeah, no, you just get the hee-hees. I got the ha-has.
What's the difference?
Good question. If you like Mark as the Red Cornish Ranger, you might like the Zeo to Hero podcast. The Red Cornish Ranger is a proud partner of the Zeo to Hero network.
If you want to see more of our partners, like Baker Rangers, Neon Lights, and other friends of the show, follow us on all the socials at Zeo to Hero. Yay.